Love, lift, life. We touch into your mind, body, and soul.
The only principle, universal principle, is the lack of principle. Because I went to Hampton University. So all the little black brothers and sisters, I've met a lot of people, 18, 19, 20, you know, up to about 23, and they got on, you know, all of them got the little twists and the dreads and everything like that and all. So when you first get in Afrocentricity, the first thing you do is you learn a certain behavior. You see what I'm saying? You learn it, and I understand at first the goal and the objective is you don't want to be like the white man. So the first thing is the brother say, brother, why you cut your hair? I say, you're right. I say, first of all, I got the chemical out of it, so therefore I don't have the stuff on the inside so it don't shut down my crown chakra. I said, but on the other hand, he was like, well, brother, you know, why you cursing or why you doing this type thing? I said, what you doing, brother, you dealing with the physical mannerism and it's keeping you from going inside. Oh, so you learn how to, you know, you put on all the African clothes, you get the dreads, all that's positive. Now, don't get me wrong. You get the dreads, and then all of a sudden, you put on this particular stuff, and you learn how to be this whole Afrocentric mode, which is positive for the simple fact that you want to have a people that don't identify with white so often. But all of a sudden, you start getting stuck there. You start getting stuck there, and it keeps you from going inside. And then the next thing, the objective that you sought to change yourself becomes just as bad as the objective that you tried to bring yourself out of. You just coming from one dichotomy to the other, and you stuck in the same phase. And I said, that is because you have been trained on a moral dogma standard that you got to act a certain way outwardly, and it shields your pathology inwardly. Y'all understand where I'm coming from? You see what I'm saying? It shields your pathology inwardly. Check. So this is why all of a sudden, after 10 years of the Afrocentric movement, half them niggas done sold you out. Oh, brother, and they done got over on you. You see what I'm saying? Because you don't understand until you go inwardly, it don't manifest outwardly, but you can change outwardly and it can stop the flow of going inwardly.
What up, what up, what up? It's a damn deal, people. What's go down, what it is, what it do. Man, it's time to get into some stuff, man. Time to get into some more bullshit. But some good stuff, you know. Good nigga sticker. Right, the moral aspect of you. Morality. Being the Mr. Nice Guy or even the bad guy. Whatever. It don't matter. So this video was basically inspired by some lady that emailed me talking about, hey Dream, you know, I really enjoy your messages and I really dig what you're doing, but what's up with all the cussing? And blah, blah, blah. The email went on or whatever. So I politely replied back, I cuss? I didn't even know. But really, I'm just being me. And that's what we're going to talk about today, family. Just being you. Your idea of this place and the humanity or whatever you want to call it aspect of yourself to be an upstanding citizen. No, man, you gotta be you. Now, we all know the deal with cussing and blah, blah, blah. But even within the email, when I was reading it, I wasn't mad per se at her having that viewpoint of me cussing. I was mad that she actually spent time to reach out to me and tell me some bullshit like that. I wasn't mad. I didn't really give a fuck. So, get out your moralistic mindset of spirituality. Okay, this is no Christian mingle or Christian thinking thing. You're going into this to know thyself. To know thyself. That's it. Remember, this is all made up. English language is made up. All this goofy shit is made up. So, there's nobody in the sky looking down at us saying, man, you know what? That motherfucker cussed too much. Let me dock his points a little bit. Or you know what? He's a nice guy. He be donating this shit. Man, let me up his points up. No. None of that shit doesn't matter. You trying to figure out who the fuck you are inside. Yeah, that goes to all of this. The conscious community that dress up and put on all these African garbs and stuff. Think they doing something because their ego got boosted up. Man. Let's just think about this with our left brain real quick. If we're these infinite beings, right? And we understand that we are forever cosmic, then why would anything hurt anybody? Like, the way I say things shouldn't hurt you. The way you say things shouldn't hurt me. Remember, this is made up. Go for what you know. So if we're participating in the lie, then what does that make us? Right. A human. And that's what we're trying to rid ourselves of, because we are gods. We can do whatever the fuck we want. Now I know, I get it. The mind control is set in strong on some people, and it's hard to let up. But if we're going to get over this spell that's been cast upon us, family, we must think opposite of what the status quo is. Why? Because one, we're breaking down the barriers of their stranglehold on us. And two, just like I said before, this is not dress up. This spiritual thing doesn't have anything to do with your good deeds. LeBron just bought a school. I'm happy for him. That's good, you know. Do the thing for your black community and shit. But his charitable donations and saving kids and all this other shit is not going to give him more points to his sky daddy. We know that, right? Remember, you are in control of this thing. You're the only one that matters. Your mind is based off what you believe in. Do you think a pimp thinks he's doing wrong? Pimping these girls and stuff, like, hey, yeah, bitch, get on that track. You think he feels like he's doing wrong? That nigga actually feels like he's doing right. And he's doing it to our black goddesses. I know some niggas that, think that's greatness. Wow, this dude is the man. And I know other niggas that feel like, man, this nigga is fucked up. But my point is, who gives a fuck? Who's right? What's right? Your mindset to this place, if you're a true spiritual worker, has to come from a standpoint of, it is what it is. You can have an opinion on things, but to be so overtly invested is where your mind is not clear enough to stop the shackles and chains of free thinking. Nah, fuck that free thinking shit. It is what it is. Your mindset, right? 'Cause I don't, that free thinking shit is something they just made up or some shit. But we should never be worried about something that causes our emotions to go awry. Ridding ourselves of humanity. Remember? I know some people will actually think they're conscious because they wear them African garbs and listen to Tariq Nasheed and shit. That shit does not matter, homie. Just because you heard some information, everybody who doesn't know this information no more, who hasn't seen Hidden Colors. But the true Christ consciousness is within your heart and has nothing to do with this outside projection of the world. It all comes and stems from within. Are you taking your mind and level of thought to another level? Or are you playing dress up, walking around this bitch like you're trying to get conscious club points? Work, spiritual work. Go within and see what comes without. Remember, the mind is all. Dream wise.